Welcome back to the New York Sports Exchange, episode number 209. And we have a Final Four. Does not include the Duke Blue Devils. Their road stopped in D.C. thanks to an improbable comeback by the UConn Huskies and Braylon Mullins on Sunday. We'll go into that loss. On the other hand, though, we have an elite Final Four, great Final Four. Arizona, Michigan, main event of Saturday. UConn, Illinois should be a fun game, too.
Fuck Dan Hurley. Let's go Illinois.
I'm still reeling.
That was a tech. That was a tech.
No, it wasn't.
Can't face up. Dude, did you see what was it? Asar Thompson got teched up like against the Rockets the other day because he went for his coach to challenge a play and Tony Brothers teed him up. Yeah, like come on, that's a tech. Then if I go toe to toe with a ref,
I mean, but like imagine the narratives. Like I'll say this. Let's say they did call a technical foul. It's Duke whistle, Duke whistle, Duke whistle. Like,
would you rather it be Duke whistle, Duke whistle, Duke whistle, and you win, or the position you're in right now? We're sitting here talking about.
Yeah, no shit. Duke wins the game.
But that's you're acting like it'd be a problem.
But I'm telling you, like that is like you're saying, like that's a technical foul. That's a technical foul. They're gonna call if they called that a technical foul. You'd be like, oh, they can't call it. They can't call it during that. Like, oh, they just hit a buzzer beater or whatever.
All right, well, I see what you're saying. We'll break that down more, but now we're talking about bad officiating. Baseball started up again.
Oh yeah,
the ABS system is really just. I wasn't a fan, but now it's great. It's great.
You weren't a fan. I cannot believe, and this is sort of how I felt. It was like 5 years from now, we're gonna look back and be like, wow, like I can't believe. Like remember, I think I said this when they expanded the college football playoff, and in the first round, like on campus home games. And I said, I think I said
a time without this, right?
Yeah. Like, how did we go this until the 21st century in the year of our Lord, 2024, that there weren't any home college football playoff games?
Yeah. Well, I mean, now it's the same thing with the ABS.
Well,
look, exactly. I mean, Angel Hernandez is sitting in his house right now praying to God that he wasn't 10 years younger because, geez Louise, him and what's this dude's name? The guy that's been...
BB. Did you see what just happened?
He got foul tipped, right? 102. Yes. He is just, he's had a tough start to the year, man.
He's had a rough week. You know, I think the first week of baseball season always brings these like fun stories. Like last year it was the torpedo bats. Remember those?
Wow, how could I forget?
The biggest scam on earth, the torpedo bats.
Juan Soto
goes yard. Yankees play at 4:00 today against Seattle. That's the first run of the game, too. And Jesus Christ! How high was that pitch?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ, it's at his head!
I'll go on Twitter right now to peep the video. I'm sure it was nuts.
My God, look at this! Oh, no, they just switched it.
Let me see.
God.
You know who's had a bad start along with the umps? Bo Bichette. Let's get that back. Bo Bichette, please.
Yeah, he'll be fine. That's a good ball player right there.
I know. I mean,
I'd be more worried about what's going on at third base with him, but
or about Dick Lovelady coming out of the pen every game to start the year. That wasn't on my bingo.
What? Here, the third one, right there.
What is that? Up and in?
Yeah, up and in. And now Bo Bichette just singled.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, all right.
There you go. All right, here we go. We're willing things into existence about the Mets. Baseball underway. We'll talk about ABS.
How about the Yankees? Mets. 0.69 team ERA.
Whatever. Dude, I've seen this. I've seen this before.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is a nice little piece of hitting right there. You're not even able to see it, but he got it up and in. Yeah, he got it. He got it up and in, and he took it. Did he take it the other way? No, he pulled it.
NBA, haven't talked any NBA basketball in a while.
Playoffs are around the corner.
College has been, again, this is the time of year where everything just like kind of creeps up on you. Like you're so focused on March Madness, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, it's opening day. Oh my God, it's the Masters. Oh my God, hockey and basketball playoffs start in a week.
Yeah.
That's sort of where we're at in the cycle. Knicks are in a position where they're just stuck.
Yeah, lost 3 straight.
Losers of 3 straight. This feels like it's the second lowest point.
Not a good time to hit this lull. Not a good time.
The first low point being when they lost 9 in a row.
Well, yeah,
after winning the NBA Cup. The Cavs also kind of at a low point as well.
They're confusing the hell out of me, man. I don't know what the hell they are.
The Harden experiment. We'll take a look at the playoff picture. Basically, every team that is in the playoff picture right now is in.
Yeah.
Seeding is a whole different story.
I think every team that is in the playoff picture is in.
Yes,
I think that's confirmed.
Every team that is in the playoff picture is in. That's including the play-in. So seeding is just a different animal.
4 to 10 in the East is like interchangeable right now. They're kind of
mention to you, Tim, our boy, not really our boy, but our guy Drew Fortescue just got called up. Had a point in his debut.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Shout out Drew. Shout out that family. What a Rangers family. What a deserving family. I mean, it's just Islander fans at heart. Yeah, you get a Rangers kid. That's okay.
All right.
Good for him.
Always got to come back to the Islanders with you.
It's like you and Duke. Come on, relax.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's a throwback to a gag that we had. If you're a longtime viewer of this podcast,
2 years ago it was Duke, no matter what.
4 years ago, I remember they had. Oh my God, who did they have? Oh, when the Rangers played the Hurricanes, I think they had like John Shire do a hype video.
Yeah, you were like, I remember that too. You're like, oh, it's always coming back to Duke, man, no matter what.
Speaking of Duke, let's get it started. Duke goes down in the Elite Eight against UConn. At one point, they were up by 19 points, Tim.
Yeah, it's 19.
Tough. And they lost. Up 19 against UConn. And to think, Tim, and now this Houston game last year prepared me for this. Because it went to halftime, and they had like a pretty shitty end to the half, where they were up 19, and then, UConn was able to cut that to like 12, 14. And I was like, this isn't over. Like, I hope everybody knows this. Like, Dan Hurley has to have some kind of plan.
I hate him.
I mentioned it in the video. I had to do the video just to make sure everyone, just for everyone to know that I was alive. I did not do anything that was detrimental to myself, but it was just, I still can't even imagine like what I just went through, and it happened. It happened again. Another blown lead on the national stage. Everybody watching, and you blew it. You blew it.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's bad. Very bad. Does this mean, do I think John Shire's the guy? Yes, I do. Absolutely. But here's the thing, Tim. The last 4 losses that Duke has had, peak win probability is above 95%. Like, that narrative is just going to haunt you.
There's no way to go around that. Peak win probability at 95%. The game should be over. It is what it is. But yeah,
it should be over. And like the beginning of the game, it just felt like it was the Terrace Reed show. Duke had UConn like right where they wanted them. They weren't hitting threes. Like, yeah, they were letting Terrace Reed get his down low, but Caravan wasn't having a good game. Braylon Mullins, up until that shot, wasn't really having a good game himself either. Hell of a fucking shot. And then, the whole get your hand up thing has, really haunted me.
Yeah.
So Tim, I don't know so here's the thing. I almost embarrassed myself on Twitter because I was going to clap back at people because I was like, that's not his Instagram. Like, I follow Isaiah Evans on Instagram. He has over 200,000 followers on Instagram. This get a hand up account has over like 30K. So I screenshotted his Instagram profile and was like about to clap back at someone, be like, you fucking dumb idiots, like, this is not his fucking that's not his Instagram, this is his Instagram. As soon as I think I was like a millimeter away from pressing the post button, I see in his bio, get a hand up. Like, fuck, I was so close to like actually, like, if I pressed post on that, I probably would have killed myself.
Avoided disaster, arson, judge.
I avoided disaster. But yeah, I don't know where to go from here, because it just feels like time and time again, and it's just been a common theme with these past 4 losses. And to think 4 of the 23, 24. Wait, sorry, 21, 22. I'm doing stupid math, sorry. 22, 23, 23, 24, 24. 4 of the last 5 final tournament appearances for Duke have just ended in just pure heartbreak.
Yeah. It's not a player personnel thing. I mean, your team is loaded. I really think it's a head coaching thing. I mean, luck's a big part of it. You got to be good to be lucky. I just think
it's luck.
Well, I mean, it's how many dumb mistakes can you make? I sent you that video on Twitter, Stan. They went over the same play like in practice, in film study.
That was so bad.
Yeah, and that was like posted like 3 days before the game happened. Like,
that was posted
earlier, whatever.
Before the Michigan game.
Yeah, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, I see that come up, and you're like, all right, like if you're going over this, it should be implemented in the team. But if it's not, then it seems like a coaching issue. I don't know what else it could be because I mean, talent wise, that team was probably the best team in the country, but now you're looking at it like, oh, what a disappointment. And I think it just comes down to the coach because this is what, a 4-year thing now. Like it happens every
4-year thing.
It happens every year. You had Zion, you had Coop. I mean, you had Boozer, like all these top guys, and they couldn't get it done. I know it's a team sport, but the team was loaded. So I think you got to take a look in the mirror, and maybe the head coach is the problem.
Dude, the head coach is not the issue. I hope you know this. Here's the thing, and now
sometimes you need a boost to get over the hump, though. We've seen it in different teams. We've seen it in different sports. Like sometimes it is really just a head coach that gets you going. I mean, it's some sort of change. I'm not again. I love bringing up Buffalo this year. They fired their GM. They didn't change anything else.
It's a different sport. It's a different sport.
I know it's a different sport. I'm saying, okay. Oh, look at Cleveland. Look at Cleveland. They had the best regular season. I know they didn't get in the playoffs last year, but to fire the head coach, they brought in Kenny Atkinson. They didn't really change much else last year, and they were like a 70-win team. So I'm just saying, like, head coach sometimes changes things up.
It could, but I mean, they've won what, like 30-something games within the past 2 years. This is a good team. I just think that now, like the whole thing, I'm a firm believer in, you got to learn how to lose before you learn how to win.
You learn how to lose a lot, though.
Talk about learning how to lose, two of the most brutal fucking ways to lose in this tournament. But, God, dude, I don't know. I'm sort of like in this like sort of like delusional mindset where I'm just like, yeah,
it's a tough loss to process.
It's a tough way to go.
Yeah,
it's a horrible way to go. And now we look at my personal notes account. My friend calls this the list from hell, the list from never-ending hell, which I mean it is true. Duke now accounts for 3 of my top 5 worst losses of my lifetime. Or lifetime/memory, so that's 2010 to today. So for the past 16 years, I had it at number 3. Duke UNC Final Four is number 1. Yankees Dodgers Game 5 is number 2. Duke Houston Final Four at number 4, and then Yankees Dodgers Game 1, Freddie Freeman Grand Slam. So 3 of the top 5 are from one team. 2 of the top 5 are from one team in one series. So
I'm trying to think of a series that's like comparable to this loss for another one of your teams. I can't think
there
of
isn't.
One. The only one that like came to mind just for like reeling you in and was that Rangers Stanley Cup loss where it was like every game was in overtime, but even that doesn't feel like comparable to what this UConn game
The
was.
Alec Martinez game is number 10 on my list, by the way.
I mean, because every game in that series went to overtime. Every game in that series went to overtime. Like, that's the only thing that, because where you're just like, oh shit, like we're in it, and then you're not. Like, is the only thing that I can think of maybe, like on a 4-game scale, is something comparable to this one. But other than that, I don't know. I mean, being at the Deshaun Jackson game again blows my mind. That's insane. Maybe that's the one. Maybe it's like
that's
less of a scale,
that's what started this. And I mean, thank God that they won the Super Bowl the next year, because that was sort of just like the only way to like make up for that.
And you were there. Like, I can't believe you were at that game.
I know. I was at that game. But I know I just yelled at you, Tim, for comparing stuff to a different sport. But like, remember that the whole narrative thing. Like, you go down in the Final Four. It's like, okay, like and this is still like almost the equivalent of what they were last year, except with just, a completely different starting 5. And you're thinking like, okay, the narrative's there. Houston gets knocked out in the Sweet 16. You basically control the narrative. Yeah. You do. You control the narrative. Like, you get knocked out in heartbreaking fashion in the Final Four last year. And then the road was there.
Yeah.
And this sucks. Like, I still believe John's the guy. I just think that now, like, don't get me wrong, these past 2 years have been great. Sending all 5 of your starters to the NBA from last year's team to now.
You want some hardware, though.
That's also true. And just like the list of NBA players that have like gone to Duke since the last national championship. Like it's literally just it's like 4 gunshot. It's just like gunshots to the chest.
And again, like I've been comparing apples to oranges here with different sports, but it's like that Boston Bruins team, the perfect team, the most regular season, most points in a regular season, and they lost in the first round. Like you want some hardware out of that, you know? Like the team you're putting.
You're ready for the list of so Sports Center posted this one. Jason Tatum, Zion Williamson, Cooper Flagg, Con Knipple, Jared McCain, Paolo Banchero, Wendell Carter, Cam Boozer, Derek Lively, Cam Reddish, Marvin Bagley, RJ Barrett. 0 national championships.
Yeah.
That's honestly, you know, I'm happy for the Duke haters. You know what? You get to make fun of me for a long time. We didn't really get that many messages from our Instagram stories. One guy did respond, get a hand up. Yeah, get a hand up was big. A lot of just fuck Dukes.
Yeah, Duke's not it's not a popular team. Well,
and now this is like and now we can tie it back to what I said on our last episode. Sorry, we did not have an episode previewing the Sweet 16 or Elite 8. Our Sienna clip. Oh my God, people wanted me dead. Like, here's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna dude. I was more than happy that my school was able to be represented in the tournament. Like, get me wrong. They gave
a hell of a fight.
They gave him a hell of a fight, man. Like,
that was the hardest game they had before the UConn game. I mean,
St. John's.
All right,
St. John's.
That Siena game was a nail biter, though. Come on, you're down going into half against Siena. Like,
yeah, that was bad. That was very bad. Yeah, but like a lot of people, like on my in our TikTok comments, were basically telling me to like go to hell. I was like, wow. This is
Siena pride.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's gotta love the Siena pride. They just hired their new head coach, Nevada Smith.
I think, Stan, you gotta be exclusive to the Metro this year, or whatever it's gonna be called.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be exclusive.
Are we a Metro? Are we a Metro podcast now? Is that Metropolitan Division hockey and college basketball?
I'm still calling it the MAC.
I know.
I'm still calling it the MAC. But yeah, that was scary. So just for those that have that update, that wanted that update of how I was after Duke Siena. Actually, you know what? If Siena, I'll say this because it'll get some laughs. I don't care. If Siena won that game, I would have turned into what Jaden Ivey is doing right now.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a good segue. Let's go on.
That's my word on Jaden. Yeah. That's the only Jaden Ivey discourse that you will hear on the show.
Yeah, we're not going to touch base on that. If that's what you were here for, not going to happen. So
not going to happen. Judgment Day's coming for you. If you thought we were going to talk about
you want to see it, go on Twitter. But yeah, no, not here.
I had to say it. I'm sorry, it was right in front of me.
Go Bulls.
Yeah. Any other Duke stuff before we preview this Final Four?
I think that Jaden Ivey he locked it all up. I think that was a great way to cap it off.
Fantastic. Because here's the thing, like I was at work and I had to power my phone off with the amount of people that were texting. I think I had like no bullshit, like 175 missed messages.
You think you got a lot of texts? What do you think Jaden Ivey's phone's doing right now?
That is true. That is true. Our friend Jaden definitely has a lot of text blowing up on his phone.
I don't even know if we should say friend at this point. The NBA player.
I'm kind of like Tim Dillon. Like I'm kind of like I have this friend named Jaden.
Yeah, he does it's just let's just That's
how I'm going about it.
Yeah, I don't really know how to go about it. Again, like it's current topics in sports, but it's a tough topic to talk about.
National Sports Podcast topics.
Yeah, I don't think Stephen A touching base on it. I don't even know what he's doing.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what's really going on.
Well, his political campaign's still going on, so I don't.
Yeah, who knows? That could be the Democratic nominee for all we know.
What the hell is going on in the sports world this year? Like,
I don't know.
Three goalie fights. Stephen A's running for office. This Jaden Ivey situation.
It could be Charles Barkley too, for all we know.
Yeah, the whole NBA inside crew on TNT, formerly on TNT.
Yeah, give him each a role. Like
that's the cabinet.
Ernie. No, but like Ernie would be what?
Ernie would probably be, I don't know, Secretary of War. I don't know what Ernie would do. Run the Treasury Department. Well, what do you? All right, I don't think we need to go down the cabinet list of what Stephen A.
Kenny Smith would run the Department of Education just because UNC educations are just so great.
Yeah, well,
how about
he's
this?
So good with
and
the
I
film.
do have to touch up on the Kenny Smith thing too. The fact that at halftime of Siena Duke, he was all like happy and jolly, and he was so happy that Duke was losing to Siena at halftime, and then UNC blows the largest first round game lead in the history of the tournament. So Hubert Davis, who is no longer the head coach of the University of North Carolina, is now responsible for the largest blown lead in a national championship game and the largest blown lead in a first round game. UNC loses that game, and then all of a sudden it's, I'm sick. And he sat out for like 2 days. He was as happy as a clam when Duke was losing to Siena. That's all.
Stan's causing narratives right now.
We're going to start a dialogue. We are going to start.
Open the chat rooms. Get the chat rooms open. We're going old school with this one.
Absolutely. Get me on those like message boards. I need to find like a message board app just to like stir shit.
I asked Joe too. I'm sure he's on some Reddit pages that you could probably get.
Honestly, he could. Absolutely. Let's go to the Final Four. Sorry, we just got that text. Also, by the way, we're not going to show this, but that picture that Kilk sent this morning was fucking diabolical. I just woke up too.
He just texted about it again too. I don't know what he probably woke up and made that and was just waiting to send.
waiting for me to react. Like that was fucking insane. All right, let's dive into the Final Four really quick. UConn taking on Illinois. Illinois is favored by 2.5, and rightfully so. What a journey it has been for the Fighting Illini of Illinois. Brad Underwood, first Final Four. Four of their five starters are European. I'm sorry, I'm looking at this picture right now. Like, that's like fucking insane.
What, the whole team being Euro?
No, of me.
Yeah, I know. I want to mention something. Shout out Cliff Carty. He's had a pretty good bracket, and he's a good ball knower. Wrong about this Illinois team. He was very anti-Illinois. He thought this team was going to be bounced in the second round. Yeah, well,
Big Ten.
All right, but again, sometimes you have to use logic when making brackets, Stan. I know.
Sometimes.
I mean, let's be real here.
I've never. It's very funny because I'm friends with a Nebraska fan, and Cliff is the biggest Nebraska hater of them all.
Well, rightfully so.
Oh my god, I was getting like opposite.
I wonder what those track meets are like. Are they like fighting? Is he throwing hands with Nebraska guys?
Are we throwing hands? Are we slipping stuff in their Gatorade before the 100-meter dash?
Tripping off the start. You're like, I'm not winning this one anyway. Might as well let my buddy over there get the jump. I'm taking out this guy from Nebraska right here. Knock over the Wisco guy next to him. It'll be a double.
It just means more in Big Ten track and field.
But is that what we're doing now? Are we rotating to that? I mean, I haven't looked at the numbers, but I'll pull it up.
I think that is what we're doing now, but I'll have to get back to you on that one. Okay, let's get it started. I lied in the point spread. Illinois is favored by 1.5. This game is essentially a pick'em. Total is at 139.5. Here's how UConn matches up with Illinois, because I feel like this is one of the more interesting games of this tournament, and the offense is just explosive for Illinois, and they spread the floor, and everyone can shoot. Everyone's a shooter, and they can shoot it at one of the highest rates of any team in Division I basketball this season. And almost half of their shots, Illinois, come from three. And Illinois is also one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country as well, and that matters especially against a UConn team, because second chances are ways to break this defense for UConn, because they're built into forcing tough shots and then finishing possessions with rebounds. And I feel like if Illinois is able to extend possessions, which is what Duke was kind of doing in the first half, the pressure for UConn's defense is going to intensify a lot. But at the same time, Illinois does play into UConn's strengths, because UConn's good at protecting the paint. They're able to force opponents into scoring in uncomfortable areas. And Illinois is an efficient inside finishing team, but the interior defense for UConn has turned those good attempts into heavily contested shots. So if UConn's able to hold their ground in the paint, keep Illinois from, dominating the rebounds, and they're going to have their way with a very perimeter heavy attack, which is going to be a very interesting dynamic, especially on a Final Four game, which I'm very excited to see. And then when UConn has the ball now, the dynamic shifts again, because Illinois doesn't really disrupt that much defensively, and they don't force turnovers, which means that UConn should be able to run the offense the way that they like to run the offense with patience and ball movement, multiple screening actions, cuts. And that is exactly the environment that the Hurley system needs to thrive in. And I will say, though, that the one area where Illinois does hold like a structural advantage, like, yeah, they don't force turnovers, they don't foul as well. Like, this team doesn't really foul a lot. And UConn already struggles to get to the free throw line. And Illinois is one of the best teams in the nation at keeping their opponents off of the free throw line. So it could make it harder for UConn to find easy points and the jump shots aren't falling. I think right now, with the way that UConn has been playing in these tournaments, and I get it, it's been the Terrace Reed show, and they dominated Michigan State, but then they almost faltered off in the first half. Michigan State did come back for a little bit. And then, they were down big against Duke. If Alex Karaban is playing the way that he is playing right now, UConn will not win this game. I'm sorry. They will not. I'm taking Illinois.
What Stan said. I'm taking Illinois too. That was a great breakdown. I don't really got much else to add to that. I think you kind of hit every nail on the head there. Yeah, I hate Dan Hurley. I've been a big Illinois guy this whole tournament. I actually had them in my Final Four, and then you talked me out of it somehow, bringing up all these facts about Houston earlier. But that was moons ago. That was moons ago. Didn't matter. I had Iowa State winning, so it didn't matter.
I apologize for that.
Didn't matter.
I sincerely apologize. Yeah, let's take a look at the numbers. See what teams are betting. Seen a lot of UConn. This opened at +3. Oh, God, this is such a tough call. Because, here's the thing. You may hate the guy, but it's Danny Hurley in the fucking tournament. You get Danny Hurley in the tournament catching 3 points. It's going to be
a good game. I know it's going to be a good game. But Illinois by everything.
All right. All right. This is the main event. This is probably going to be the best game. And actually, this is even crazier. Ken Pom has this thing called Thrill Score, which is basically like how exciting the game is going to be. And this is the highest game in terms of Thrill Score in the history of Ken Pom. That's since 1999. Yes. Highest game in terms of Thrill Score, which is going to be incredible. Arizona, here's the thing. They haven't played a team that's just as big as them and is just as two-way dominant as they are. This is literally a clash of the Titans. It's a shame that this is a Final Four game because this easily could have been the national championship.
I think it's better as a Final Four game. One of these teams has got to go. Fuck it. Get them out of here. I think this is a clash of Titans getting to the dance. Let's see who's a better team.
Yeah. Arizona faced a similar situation all the way back in the first game of the year when they played Florida. And, a team with size to match up with Arizona at the rim on both ends of the floor. They can play in transition like Michigan. And Arizona was actually outscored at the rim in that game 43-30, which was the most points Arizona allowed at the rim all season up until Arkansas scored 47 points at the rim in the Sweet 16. But that is, I would say the Arkansas game is at a discount because that game just evolved into a game at LA Fitness in a 25-point blowout. So Arizona won that game against Florida on opening night. They were able to dominate in the pick and roll, and Koa Pete had his coming out party. He had some insane dunks in that game. And here's the thing. I think Arizona has the better backcourt, and Michigan's pick and roll defense does have some of their vulnerabilities, but Michigan's offense has just such a high ceiling, and they have the ability to not only make but also just create a higher rate of jump shots. They're 96th percentile in catch and shoot rate, and let's hope that fouls don't overly dictate the direction of the game. The rim battle is kind of a wash here with how dominant they are. Both of these teams are in rim denial and efficiency rating. Arizona's numbers.
It's the two best defensive teams in interior. This is a clash of defensive titans.
And here's the thing. Despite being the most efficient unit in the country, I think that Michigan's defense is much more exploitable. We've seen times where Michigan struggles to defend in the pick and roll and struggle in the post and one-on-one. But their offense is more capable of exploiting Arizona's defense, especially with spacing and ball movement. And they have multiple options behind the arc where Arizona only really has one, and that's Anthony Delorso. The natural matchups here are perfect, too. You got Jaden Bradley and Elliot Cadeau. You got Braden Burries against that trio of Roddy Gale, Namari Burnett, McKinney. You got Yaxel Lendeborg against, Ivan Karchenkov. That could be Koa Pete. Like Morez Johnson against Koa Pete. Montejus Krivas against Ade Mara. That is going to be an elite big man matchup that I don't think anyone really expected to go into the year. I'm very excited for this game. Gun to my head prediction, Arizona.
Yeah, I'm with you too. I don't think Michigan can shoot 45% from the three continually. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they'll cool down at some point, and I think Arizona's a more physical team. It gives them the edge because this game's going to be one at the rim. That's in my mind. It's going to be one at the rim.
I just think that, because here's the thing. Arizona's only 2 losses were back-to-back losses. That was it. Like 2 back-to-back losses in February, and that was it. And Michigan, they've had lapses. They had the lapse against Wisconsin earlier in the year. They had the lapse against Purdue, was it, in the Big Ten tournament? That Duke loss, that was a good, well-played game by there. Duke was just the better team. But I just think that in terms of just complete teams,
I think Arizona. Yeah, I think that's the bottom line here. Because right now it's literally I think you're looking at a pick 'em 50-50, and it's just who's more well suited to win an interior defensive physical style game, because I think this is what's going to come down to.
Yes, it is a pick 'em. Michigan is favored. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Someone could have just got shot.
Yeah, that's also true.
I don't know.
That is also true.
I don't know. Sounds like it could have been a car starting.
That could have been something. We'll see. All right.
Check the news.
Check the news. Judgment Day's coming.
I think Jaden Ivey's outside.
I'm just saying that every minor inconvenience.
Yeah, Judgment Day's coming. We're rolling back to it somehow. Jaden Ivey.
Jaden Ivey somehow.
What's the word? It's like unavoidable, but I can't think. It doesn't matter. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. There you go. Okay, let's go to baseball really quick. The Mets are playing right now. Good to have baseball back in our lives. Tim, interrupting. It's a 1-1 game. I was just giving you a heads up.
Oh, sorry, I apologize. What happened?
It was a RBI single, I think. Yeah, Gorman single. Welter Holt scored, so 1-1.
Speaking of, this rookie class is probably the best rookie class I think I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, they're off to a hot start. I mean,
Weatherholt, Benj, McLean, Painter.
Yeah.
Who else?
That what's his face in Cleveland?
DeLauder.
Yeah, there's some. They got the whatever his name is in the White Sox too. That first baseman that I was trashing on. He's on fire.
Murakami. Yeah. I mean, I don't even consider him a rookie because he's been.
All right. Well, I mean,
The Mariners are signing prospect. This is the highest paid deal that any prospect has gotten before their major league debut.
The lockout has been pretty much confirmed, I believe.
And now the Pirates are doing the same thing with Connor Griffin.
Look what PCA signed.
Be on the roster. PCA, that was a big one. A lot of guys a lot of players locking.
They're taking long-term discounts to stay because, honest to God, Stan, I can keep. Who knows what it's going to look like in 2 years? Like, who has any clue what the collective bargaining agreement's going to be? Who has any idea what the players' union is going to agree to? Like, I have no clue how teams are going to look come down the road. So if you're going to lock a guy up long-term on a deal that could make sense financially in this new era that we're going to go into, why not?
Yeah,
didn't work with Wander Franco, but other guys.
The other guys, yeah. Well, we know how that went.
Shout out Tampa Bay.
Judgment Day came for him.
Yeah, it really did. It really did come for him. Yeah. Rightfully so. We're not going to act like that wasn't should have happened.
That he got what he deserved there. Yeah. Yankees pitching have been dynamite.
Yeah, it's been great.
And to think that this rotation is not even this isn't a fully healthy rotation, by the way.
Yeah.
Garrett Cole.
Heels in AAA, isn't he? Did you call back up?
Luis Heels in AAA. Yankees are rolling with this 4-man rotation just because of the off days. It seems like they're going to bring back Luis Heel when he's ready. I know Rodon's getting something checked. I did see a tweet about that when they head back to the Bronx.
I didn't see anything about it.
Home opener for the Yankees is Friday. I'm off Friday.
You should go to the game.
Should I? Oh my gosh, should I be bad? Should I be bad and do it?
I see if Scans wants to go. I'm sure he will.
He could. Let's call him up.
Give him a
ring. Live to tape. New York Sports Exchange podcast.
Dan planning a Yankees home opener right now.
Yeah, I just realized that. because I've just been in like such like emotion. I've just like I've worked a lot over these past couple of weeks. It's probably why we haven't. That's probably the sole reason why we did not do an episode last week, just because I've been working so much. I finally like
stick
have
to
a
the
moment.
grind, man. Go to that Yankees game.
Running for the dude. Holy
Ask
shit.
Mike too. I'm sure Mike would want to go. Like
he would. Actually, he would. Let's see. Let's call it Jack Scanlon, live the tape, New York Sports Exchange podcast.
First time, long time. Hey guys, listen.
What's up? You are live to tape on the New York Sports Exchange podcast. So just be careful. This is a very random question. Not random, but we just thought of this on air.
Tell him I say what's up.
Yeah, Tim says hi. What are you doing Friday? Home opener. Want to go? I have off. Yankees? Yeah. I was actually thinking about going Saturday. I'm working Saturday, so Friday, it has to be Friday.
Go Friday. Tell him to go Friday. He didn't buy. I know this Friday. Kid. Tell him I know. Tell him I've heard one of these cop outs before on PS4. I know he's got nothing to do on Friday.
Tim says I've played PS4 with this kid. I know how to. I know a Jack Scanlon cop out. But come on, let's do it. Oh, it is Good Friday.
Go to church, then go to the game. And they got mass in the morning on Friday. These excuses are crazy right now.
Think about it though. Come on, Friday. Yanks are playing the Marlins.
Yeah, dude. Who's pitching, bro? Let's see the pitching matchup.
Come on, please. Duke lost. Come on, please. I already talked about it. I don't want to talk. To who? Who'd you think it was? Oh, it's the Cardinals?
It's 5. That game's 5-5, too. It's not even like it's over.
Philly's been playing horrible ball lately.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, think about it, though.
Warren versus Perez at a 1:35 start time.
Tim is like in the microphone, like
yeah,
screaming.
my fault.
I had to take it out.
What did you say? Warren versus Perez, 1:35 start time. What are we doing?
Okay, all right, goodbye.
I know that kid's got nothing to do. I know for a fact he's got absolutely nothing to do. I've heard one of those before. I know when he's got nothing going on. That kid has got absolutely nothing going on.
What text did I just get now?
Oh God almighty. No. Oh God.
What?
I can't share this, but wow. I'll tell you later. Holy shit. This should be something. Yeah, but this rookie class has been incredible. And Yankee pitching has been great. Home opener's Friday. It seems like Fried's going to be starting that. He was phenomenal, as always.
Fridays, I think it's Warren. It's Warren versus Perez.
Shit, you're right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would make so much... Dude, I keep on forgetting today's Wednesday.
Yeah, it is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. Yeah, just pretty hype. I'm very excited.
Yeah. I mean, we're early into the year. There's 150 something games left, so you really can't tell what team's going to look like.
Yeah, you can't tell.
You have no clue, but yeah.
Joey Weimer, that's a good story.
Yeah, I mean,
what was it, like 10 for his first 10 or something?
Oh, he was cooking. I don't know what the stat was. Jared Young, how about him for the Mets? Two of the hardest hit balls the Mets have hit all year. 1 and 2 is Jared Young. I mean, what are we doing? Jared Young making a name for himself?
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has a lower sprint speed than Giancarlo Stanton.
That doesn't shock me. Now, I wonder, what was Prince Fielder's max? Because I think that's like the bottom.
I don't know.
Right? That should be the bottom.
We should know.
Yeah, shouldn't that be like the benchmark for last? Like if you're below that, you're looking at like, all right, we're in uncharted waters here. I think him or Billy Butler, I think I would mark as like that's because Vogelback's like at the floor. I mean, that's you look at if you're slower than Vogelback, you shouldn't be in the league.
Vogelback is the floor.
You shouldn't be in the league if you're slower than Vogelback. But like, if I knew Prince Fielder's time, then yeah, that would.
Dude, game time. Like this is not an ad. Dude, they have like infield seats for like $100.
I'm not even ask Kilk if he wants to go to the game. I don't even know if he works on Fridays.
Let me try Mike.
I don't think Kilk works on Fridays. That would be a very wild game for you to go to, though, if you to go with Jackal Collins.
Yeah, maybe let's calm that down a bit.
That kid has fun at Yankee games.
I like living.
I don't think it would get that far at a 135 game.
Home opener Friday. Who wants to go?
I will not shut up until I find someone to go.
I mean,
with
yeah,
me.
you have to.
Fucking dude, it's like the first time like I've had to offer home.
We got to find.
I've either had
a Tuesday
I've
when
had
you're
school.
off. A Tuesday when you're off. Mets. We're gonna figure out one.
I did say, I forgot who I said. I think, honestly, there's definitely, like, tape of me, like, on the show being like, I have to make it to Citi Field. This time I fucking mean it. Like, we have to go.
Yeah, and $5 Tuesdays, I think, is the perfect day to go. You go on a Tuesday.
Let's just check my schedule. We'll
figure. There's a lot of games. I mean, it's a long season.
It's a long season. Mets look pretty good, too. I know the Dick Lovelady, Bo Bichette thing.
Yeah,
isn't what it want. Isn't what you want.
I get the injuries, like Minter hurt. I understand all that, but like Dick Lovelady's the guy. Like we can't think of something else because, like, he got DFA'd and then we brought him back. This DFA love triangle with him, where he's DFA'd, then you bring him back. He's DFA'd, then you bring him back. He's DFA'd, then the Yankees bring him in, then he gets DFA'd, and you bring him back.
Okay, it's like Rico Garcia last year.
Yeah, I literally, like, what are we doing? Like, I mean, what are we doing?
Bullpen looks good though for the Yankees, I must say. The Jake Bird addition has been great.
Devin Williams looks good for the Mets. I wanted to mention that too.
Devin Williams looked good for the Mets. Who else you guys got?
Luke Weaver.
How's he been? I know he pitched one game. I don't know what he did.
I think he pitched decent. Right? Yeah, Senga had a good outing yesterday. I know he lost, but he pitched all right. Yeah, baseball's back.
Wait, breaking. We have our first game-ending ABS challenge in MLB history.
Who was it?
Ump called a ball. Rushman reviewed. Oh, that's not Rushman. That's Messiah.
Yeah, that's their starting catcher. He hit a nuke.
Oh, it was Rushman last night, and then, strike, game over.
There you go.
1-0 Yankees. Ben Rice, first inning
double.
There you go. Scoring Cody Bellinger.
I think
I have no comment on Aaron Judge.
Yeah, well, listen, it's a long season. Cal Raleigh
every year.
Cal Raleigh stinks.
Every year.
Like, what do we?
Raleigh thing, Jesus.
Yeah.
Even though he did hit that walk-off the other day, but
it doesn't make up for starting that bad.
Yeah, fair.
Our NHL Network guy now. Let's talk about it. Bruce Cassidy canned. How do you feel about that?
Crazy. That was insane. They couldn't have waited.
Yeah, it's 9 games left. Like, what are you thinking?
I mean, this is just like the Mike Malone thing.
Yeah, but it's just maybe like Torts can whip us into shape in a week. We'll be good to go. Like, I don't know if that's going to turn out.
I don't know how that's good. Like, I don't know how you like hire a guy like fire a guy like Bruce Cassidy
and then bring in a guy like Torts after,
and then bring in a guy like him. For structure.
It's a little too late for that. No, am I like out of my mind for saying that? Like, now you want to deal with structure now on April 1st.
Here's the thing. Like, we said this about Mike Malone when he got fired, like a week before or a couple weeks before the playoffs. And then they took the champions they pushed OKC to the limit in a 7th game. If Aaron Gordon was healthy, then I probably would bank on Denver winning that game. But
yeah, but Eichel's not Jokic, and like you're looking, you got to deal with the NBA. I get like different coaching wise too. You're dealing with like 8 guys when it comes to playoff time. The NHL, you got to roll all 4 lines. Like you don't really have a choice. And if you don't speak to those guys, and you're not on the same page. Like this could be disastrous for them, especially because you look at the standings. I mean, the West is wide open, so
could be.
I don't want to get. It's not. We're avoiding Islanders talk today. It's been a bad
couple of days.
I don't. No, we're not even
the New York Islanders.
We're not even going to bring it up. So that's been tough. Tree Living canned in Toronto. I kind of figured. I mean this year's been a fucking joke.
Yes.
I think Austin Matthews like brink of wanting to leave. I know he said to the front office he'd be okay with taking a step back this year if it meant building for next year to win. But I don't see light at the end of this tunnel. This team stinks. Kind of tough on their part. And then Jim Nill, who was actually rumored to maybe potentially be taking that Maple Leafs job, signs an extension in Dallas for another 2 years. So they keep their guy locked up. I don't have any other NHL news. I guess Jimmy Snuggerud, Rookie of the Week. They get 15 points at 14 games. So a little trip around the NHL because I think today we have to talk NBA. And
we do. We do. It has been a while. But, we do.
We got to jump into it.
Let's start with the Knicks.
Yeah, well, actually, before we get to the Knicks, because there's a lot to unpack there, I just want to briefly touch on the NBA's most interesting team. The Lakers are back, baby. The Lake Show is back.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Lakers.
I don't get it, man. You're following this Western Conference. What are they, 14 and I think 14 out of their last 16 they won. They're 9-1 in their last 10. 4-game winning streak. They beat Cleveland last night. Dude, I think they got a shot. Am I delusional for thinking they have a shot? I mean, I don't know. I know. Can they beat San Antonio in a 7-game series?
No,
I don't know.
No, they cannot. They cannot beat San Antonio to 7.
Jackson Hayes can't hold it.
Let's stop. Stop. Like
Braun looks youthful again.
I need you to pause, take a moment, think about what you just asked me, and then come back to me.
All right. Okay, but
come back to earth.
All right, this is the real quick, because I'm probably going to have to talk about this more, but real quick, OKC, San Antonio, you could see those teams interchangeable beating them. Anyone in the Western Conference?
That's going to be the Western Conference final for the next 10
don't see
years.
Denver giving them a hard time? Because I kind of do. I kind of see Jokic giving anyone a hard time.
I see Denver giving OKC a hard time. I don't see Denver giving San Antonio.
I don't know if Wemby can guard. I don't know if anyone could guard Jokic. I don't even know if that's possible.
Stop.
All right. Let's go to the Knicks.
Stop dissing the Spurs. All right, let's go to the Knicks. I mean, this has been, like, consistency, I think, is this team's big fucking weakness. Oh, what's happening here? Wait, unmute the mic. Come on, unmute the mic. It's, well, I say this. It's at Tim and his girlfriend Aileen's anniversary. I think she just walked in the door, and now we get robbed of this beautiful moment of love. Horrible moment.
Yeah, thank you. I'm on the phone. That's what that was about?
Yes, it was. That's why I told you to unmute the mic, you dumbass. We were going to get this nice moment.
Well, dude, my roommate Robson's banging on the door. I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up.
Get this nice moment.
I didn't know. That's crazy. I didn't know.
That's why I said unmute the mic.
Right, well, I didn't hear you. I'm running to the door with Q-tips. I'm about to, like, fucking kill this kid. Give me a second.
Unbelievable. What? Unreal. What a moment. What a moment in time. How do we segue to Knicks? That's something I just don't love. How do we have this, like, I love how we have this, like, moment of love, and then we're just gonna segue to so the Knicks suck.
Yeah, well, we can get to that in a second. Let me close my door.
Get out of here. What a moment. Happy anniversary, Tim. He's so disheveled. You look like a child on Christmas.
Caught me by surprise. All right. Well, now let's bang this out. Let's talk Knicks real quick.
Yeah, let's talk Knicks really quick. I mean, the Knicks right now, this is the second worst stretch that they've had since losing lost 9 of 11 after the NBA Cup. And they've had a top 5 defense through 68 games, and then they've been just like an average defense since then. They're going to get home court advantage, but they've gone nearly a full month without beating a team with a winning record. And
it's been a month?
Yeah. And this has just been the definition of the season with, like, the highs aren't as high as you would hope they are.
And the lows are lower than you want to be.
And the lowers are lower than they wanted to be. And last night just was the epitome of that. And it was, it didn't help with Reggie Miller calling the game. And, the defense for the Rockets.
Why did they let him do that?
I don't know.
He actively cheers against the Knicks on live television. Yeah. And you're like, you would think you couldn't let this guy
allowed.
Do it. And he does it every time.
The Rockets defense just had their way with them, it was awful.
Honestly, recently you haven't been able to say much with the Rockets. They've been all over the place.
That's true.
Sengun had 40, KD had 40 a few nights ago, and they lost. So
Kevin Durant hit 4 jumpers in like 90 seconds. Like Tari Eason had 10 points in like 85 seconds. Like Houston started the game by shooting 13 of 15 from the field, and Mike Brown didn't make a sub until we were down 17. And after 7 minutes of basketball, and it just felt like just an all too familiar struggle that we had with Tibbs. And now here's the thing. I
was just about to say that. Like, what is this, Tibbs?
And now I understand that this starting 5 has played a lot together. Like, no 5 players in the league have logged more minutes together than the Brunson, Cat, Bridges, Hart, OG lineup. They've played over 1,700 minutes together, including the playoffs last year. And it's an awful lot of time to commit to a lineup that's barely winning those minutes,
Yeah.
And across the 18 postseason games they played last year, they were outscored by 6 points per 100 possessions while on the floor together. But again, for whatever reason, this team has just been committed to starting games in the hardest way possible. I don't understand anymore. I really don't get it anymore.
It's really not the time to be doing this. And I was just going to ask you that. His body language on the floor these past few games has been very noticeably poor. I think that was who was the OG Anunoby corner 3 at half the other night.
Yes.
And he's like looking upset at the bench because a bad pass came to him down low. Like listen, there might be more factors going on to it, but body language tells a big portion of the story. And if he's not happy and he's not playing like he's happy, this team can't go anywhere. You know what I mean? Like as much as we dog on Cat, like a lot of this team for the Knicks' success kind of relies on him being very efficient and, being willing to buy into a system. Because if you don't have a big man down low, especially now when you look at these powerhouse teams, like you're not going anywhere. So
you're not. You're not. And like on Sunday against the Thunder, like, Cat only had 2 shots in the first half against the Thunder. He only had 4 attempts in the first half against the Rockets. And
Seng, like, was he playing center? Was Sengun guarding him?
I don't know.
Because if he is, like, that's a matchup you have to exploit. He's a horrible defender. Like, that's where you should be getting your touches early.
Now here's the thing. The book on how to guard this lineup has just become, every team's doing it. They're just putting a wing on Cat and then putting the center on Josh Hart, and it's just been like league-wide.
Which is insane because Josh Hart's 6'4", and like, I mean, this is like the fact that you're able to do that is.
You get now by putting that center on Josh Hart, you now get a helper who can survey and like basically play in kind of like landscape mode. They're just ready to pounce at a moment's notice. And if the trade-off is having Cat turn into like this mouse in the house trap where he's turning the ball almost a quarter of his possessions, the defense is going to take that every time.
100%.
And seeing Cat post up on Alex Caruso on national television activated the criticisms of Cat that he's had to contend with his entire career. I feel like this is something like, this is honestly his worst season since his rookie year.
Yeah. And probably this is like he was lined up to have his best season.
He is as a player.
What is he though? Like that's exactly. I'm at a point now. I don't know like what he is. Is he a stretch 4 who's going to shoot threes?
You gotta use him in the pick and roll.
Yeah,
you have to.
But that becomes a 2-man game, and you guys have so many options. Like, I gotta space the floor.
No, I will say, and that's what they did in the second half against Houston. They were able to utilize the pick and roll, and that became something good. And, that template has always been there in the NBA. Jokic and Murray, Sabonis and Fox, guess who coached them? Mike Brown.
Yeah.
But I think with Mike Brown's system, it's just the theory of Cat and Brunson being complementary hasn't quite been there. And there's still there's still some intrigue there every once in a while. And like the Knicks have figured out how to like counter the cross matching on defense on a few like pick and rolls between Brunson and Cat since the All-Star break. But as soon as Cat makes contact on a screen, Josh Hart flashes to the elbow and fields a pass from Brunson, and it becomes sort of like an intermediate pick and roll because it draws the center's attention before unloading the ball back to Towns, who gets a clearer downhill runway. Work, but I don't know. I don't know.
Do you think the mold now is still and like consistently will still be?
Sorry,
you go.
It just feels like this is year 2 with Cat, and it still feels like we're kind of like a project here.
Right, and that's kind of my thing is where are they still trying to figure out something that's, and the Celtics are not even having a down year when they should be, but to mold to, match up with the Celtics well, because I don't know if that 2-man pick and roll game really matches up well with them, and then you're kind of trying to find intermediate, like, I don't know what the scheme is, what they're trying to do, because I don't see this team getting over the hump, unfortunately. Like, I don't like the Knicks, but I just don't see it happening. Like, I don't know.
And now, like that, and like the crazy thing is, like we're saying that we're stuck. We were saying the same thing about this team last year, where they were stuck.
Yeah.
If they ran into Boston or Cleveland,
this feels more apparent. News. This feels more like this feels worse than last year.
I don't know.
Because now, like you're looking now, playoff time. Like playoff time's around the door. This is not where they need to be.
It just feels like they're just like meeting the bare minimum just to get their entitlement.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not going to work.
I don't know. This keep in mind, like this team is 2 wins away from going to the NBA Finals,
right?
And they still have the same core group of guys still intact, whether that's still good or whether that's bad.
But something feels off. It doesn't feel the same.
Something feels off. Yeah, it doesn't feel the same. Tim wanted to touch up on the Cavs, but I think other stuff is more important to you right now than the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I can get over in 1 minute. They need to figure out a defensive identity. I know their problem before the James Harden trade was essentially just end up limiting the 3-point percentage that they were allowing for other teams. I think they were like 40% other teams shooting behind the arc. They've gotten that down, but the spacing and the defensive structure internally has been falling apart. So they need to figure that out before going into playoffs. That's my Cavs touch up.
There you go.
Yeah, we can move in. We can move into what I saw because I think we both saw this.
Yes, I think we all saw this.
What is this? 2008?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Really?
Tiger Woods.
Yeah, it's actually crazy because what I saw was actually going to be Dan Rappaport crying about Tiger Woods.
Yeah, I think if you saw the Tiger Woods thing and you're in sports at all, you saw the Rappaport video and you were like, what are we doing?
And, credit to him, because he gets a lot of shit, and to be honest, rightfully so, but, like, he went on the yak
What do you mean rightfully so? Dude, he deserves every bit of shit he gets.
Yeah. I will say, though, he went on the yak the other day to talk about that video, and he played it off well. I kind of, like, you know what? I was like, you know what? People give you a lot of shit.
What else were you going to do, though?
I don't know.
It's like the Jay Ivey situation. No, it's not like that at all. It's not like that.
It's not like that at all. Like, dude, this guy needs help.
Yeah. We're gonna spin it back to that constantly, but
that's gonna be. I think that might be like a big running gag.
That's the NBA playoffs theme right there.
Yeah, the Judgment Day's coming. Judgment Day's coming. Yeah, but dude, this is bad. And like the Tiger fanboys, like you can like the player, not the person.
Yeah, because he's a mess.
And also, like. And I get it, dude. Like, he's an extremely flawed human. Like, the cheating and the multiple DUIs. Like, the man is living in chronic pain every day.
But you would think, though, at some point, like a switch would flip and he would be like, maybe
driving is his peace, Tim.
Maybe we should stop golf. Maybe I should stop driving. Like, I don't. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know what to say.
Addicted to the game.
Yeah, it's just, and also like it happened on a Friday at 2:00. Like that is like prime time of like parents picking up their children from school.
And the whole thing of him going over a double yellow, like what are you doing? Like just,
oh my god,
you're in like a residential neighborhood too. Like what are we doing?
And bad. Let's hope he gets the help that he needs, and it seems like that he is. What I saw, I actually had another one. The Yankee Stadium food items. Part of the reason why I want to go to this home opener on Friday, which I don't think I am, because no one has actually answered me.
It's early.
Still early. Who knows? Still early. Anyway.
We got 2 periods left. Who knows?
Yeah, 2 periods left. Who knows? Yeah. Fuck. The Yankee Stadium food items came out. We got some dumplings, like apple pie dumplings. Chicken parm dumplings.
I saw the
bacon
list.
Cheeseburger dumplings. That looked pretty good.
Did you see what this is crazy, but
lobster roll.
Did you see what Arizona did? They have like a 1 pound nacho bucket. In the Arizona heat, you're eating a pound of nachos?
Dude. This is why we need to go to stadiums and starting with our own, but we every couple weeks we need to plan a trip.
Yeah, the bathroom has got a stink in Arizona though. A pound of nachos in a 5-degree day game. What are you doing?
Horrible. But the one that caught my eye, and Tim, I think you saw this as well.
I saw all of it.
The mini chicken bucket ice cream thing.
Dude, they're running with this chicken bucket idea, rightfully so.
They are.
Why not?
I mean, half the reason why people go to the games is to get the fucking chicken bucket.
Behind you right now, the only reason she goes to the game is to get the chicken bucket. So
to get the fucking chicken bucket, dude. You eat the chicken, you eat none of the fries, and you move on with your life. Yeah. You just leave it there.
And the kid behind you starts throwing Cracker Jacks at the person in front of you, and because you're wearing an A's hat, they think they can kick you out of the game.
That still scars you, man, and it shows.
I went right up to the guy. I was like, I didn't throw shit. And that guy down there is just screaming at me.
So funny.
They were like,
so fucking funny.
The guy was just like, I don't care. Like, whatever. Like, just don't do it again.
He was just like, both of you cut the shit.
I was like, sure. I was like, tell that guy down there to stop yelling at me. And then he turned around. He was like, still yelling at us. And then me and Peter like jawing at him. We ended up leaving before the game ended.
What a fucking idiot. That was hilarious.
I'm like, what are you don't like my Ace hat? Why don't you just shut the fuck up and watch the game? No one's throwing anything at you.
That's why I will never sit in section 203 at Yankee Stadium for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I'm not welcome there.
That and the floor at concerts. I can't do that.
No, it's an elbow fest. I'm not willing to lose.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get a liver shot to be up front.
Speaking of concerts, do you, Aileen, you can be a part of this conversation as well. Do you want to see Joe, the guy that played Steve Harrington on Stranger Things in Forest Hills, in July 12th?
Do you want to see Joe Kearney's band at Forest Hills in July? The guy who plays Steve.
Oh my God, Steve and Stranger.
Yes.
Where is he?
Forest Hills.
Forest Hills. Let's go.
There you
yes.
Go. There you go.
Finally, I've been like, dude, I've been obsessed with this band.
In Chicago.
Yes. Yeah, there you go. You know a song.
I know
Great.
the song, yeah.
Dude, I've been trying to find someone to go to this with me, and I was like, I
cheap too.
Love to go. Dude, it's like $100. The floor, no. But
is there
like,
a lawn? Is it indoor or outdoor?
It's the tennis court.
Okay, yeah, dude, we could get cheap seats there.
Yeah, we could get fucking cheap seats. We could go, dude, because I remember going there for a Zach Bryan concert, and like the whole like I was like 20, so like I couldn't get into a bar or anything because my fake ID sucked.
In all of ours.
Yeah, but like this bar scene out there just looked so great, and I was like, "Fuck!" I overdrank on the train, and like
that's a tale as old as time.
That's a tale as old as time, man. You know, when we went on that train, that was the last time I've ever been on a train.
Really?
Well, I mean,
the Tottenham game.
We don't talk about what happened on that.
I will
we
say,
do not talk about what happened.
I think the most fun I had on a train was going to that NYCFC game before the St. Patrick's Day parade in New York City, or during it, because just the atmosphere of going to the game. Everyone's dressed up in St. Patrick's Day stuff, and I got an NYCFC scarf on. I'm sitting in the back.
That was like us, dude.
That's what I'm saying. That was
Tottenham
us.
game because it was SantaCon.
Yeah, you're right. It was the same thing. Yeah, wow. We'd be choosing soccer games over major New York City parties. Addicted to the game, man. Addicted to the game.
You guys go to Hoboken? I'm like, no, we're going to Flannery's.
I'm going to Flannery's in the city. Actually, the Premier League trophy is going to be there, so I'd rather do that.
Is it still like how chances of us being relegated?
Oh, I don't even. I don't want to get into it. We just brought in a new manager again. Yeah, we're 1 point above the line. We got 3 games left. It's bad. So yeah. Or 3 huge games coming up. I don't know what 3 left. I know there's 3 massive games coming up. We play the Wolves in one of them.
Play it. God.
Yeah, we'll get to it later. I got to bounce.
I know. Hang on, let me find who they're playing. Hang on. Jesus, they don't play for a while, man.
Yeah, and then it's bad.
Sunderland on the 12th. Oh, they still have like 5. They still have like 6 games left, Tim.
But they got 3 games against. They play the Wolves. They're below the line.
Chelsea, Everton.
They got. Did they put West Ham in there? Well, the Wolves game's huge. The Leeds game is huge too because Leeds they're 15th. We're 17th, so it's a 3-point difference. And then because we're not beating Chelsea, like all these bad teams that you're reading off are the teams we have to beat, and then any good team you could think of, like we have no chance. Like Sunderland's 11th. I don't even think we have a chance against them. So like we got to beat the Wolves. We got to beat Leeds. Like it's coming down to that.
Dude, Tottenham and West Ham. Like both playing each other in the second league would be hilarious.
It would be, yeah. I mean, it would be horrible for.
Actually, there's not a chance because Burnley and West Ham are like there's like a 9-point difference between each other.
It's not. Listen, it's just not looking good for Tottenham. They got to figure it out. We brought in a new manager. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, just pray for that. Great, more international games. Ravens, Cowboys, and Rio, week 3.
Whatever. Bad Bunny's playing again.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Bad Bunny. Yeah,
so did I.
Unlike
turning
people,
but yeah, it's besides the point.
I'm like Jade and Ivy.
Yeah, that'll wrap it up.
I can't with the Jade and Ivy jokes, dude. I can't. It's so good.
They're just writing themselves, so there's really nothing they're doing wrong. They're writing themselves.
Judgment Day's coming. I can't.
Rate us 5 stars.
Please rate us 5 stars for this comedy.
Or Judgment Day will get you.
Oh my God. All right, that's going to wrap it up. Be sure to follow us on No One Can Friday. God damn it.
Damn.
It sucks. Just sit up. Oh, bad day. All right. That's going to wrap it up. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Wow, I'm saying an old outro. Be sure to like this video on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube. Be sure to leave a comment on our videos. Be sure to follow us and rate us on Spotify.
5 stars.
5 stars only. We will see you guys next week where we will have a national champion.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought, dude? It felt like the season just started like last week, but no, that was back in November.
It's April.
It's April 1st. Happy April Fools. My mom actually tried to get me this morning.
That'll never
woke
change.
Up this morning. Yeah, I woke up this morning. She's like, "Did you hear John Shire resigned?" I was like, "Ha ha!" I caught her immediately. I was like, "Good one."
She comes in, you hear about Jaden Ivey? You're like, ha ha.
Good one.
Wait, really?
Judgment Day's coming. Judgment Day's coming for you. All right, not for any of you guys though. But peace.